Hi, I'm Scott Lashmid. I'm the drone program manager here with Enel Green Power North America, and we sponsor the drone camp here in Tioga, North Dakota. This is the 4th year that we've been sponsoring and collaborating. Enel got involved with the drone camp after starting our own drone program for Enel Green Power. Lindhall and the community center and the Tioga community had reached out about STEM education, and they had gotten wind that we were using drone operations, and we thought this was a fantastic opportunity both for the students in STEM education but also for Enel to have an opportunity to get back in a community that we provide energy for.
My name is Amber Lindhall. We are co-partners in Dakota Public Relations. Last year, Drone Camp was awarded a STEM accredited certification. They gave us 9 certificates to give out to different teachers for continuing education for STEM projects to teach in school. STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math.
We heard about the drone camp from the Morning Lowdown hosted by Dennis Lindahl. And when I heard about it, I've heard it enough times to know that I really wanted to go.
You could come because you could learn about drones and have fun.
Hopefully next year I'll be able to come back.
It's a pretty exciting program. I understand this is the only place in the U.S. that it does this, and I think it's a great opportunity for the kids to learn about different things.
It's very impressive, just the materials that they're covering with the kids, and really just engaging the kids and keeping their focus on everything that's going on and really what the rules are and the safety, and just really, they really brought home, just the importance of how you need to be aware of flying a drone, and it's not just you and not just going out, and you're not just there to have fun. You need to be conscious of everybody around you and your surroundings around you, and you're really just showing how much fun it is when you are paying attention to everything that's around, and how important it is then to fly.
Hello, my name's Abby, and I am the city auditor for Tioga, North Dakota. Tioga has been predominantly an oil town. It has been growing. One of the things that we wanted to focus on now was bringing families here, keeping them here, and moving away from the title of just oil. We wanted to show that we're a lot more, that we care about our community, our families. We are looking for ways to provide more of the things that a bigger city would provide.
The energy in the atmosphere has been fantastic, whether it's the students getting in their seats within about 5 seconds, excitement of being able to put their hands on the drone. And a lot of them thought the drone I had on the table was just a demonstration drone, and then when we actually went out and flew it, they were like, wait, that's a real drone, like that flies. They were very excited to be able to see all of the different pieces together, and I think it gave them an idea of this is what it means to do a drone operation. So this here is the Tioga Kodo FPV. This is the drone that each one of the students is going to get to take home with them at the end of the camp. It's one of those smaller drones, fairly inexpensive. The parts are fairly easy to replace, and it can really take a beating, so you can fly it indoors and hit a wall, and it's great when you're learning. The cool part is it also has a first-person view camera, and it comes with a set of goggles that the students can use so they can practice first-person view flying as well, which is really cool. For most people, and honestly a lot of the entry-level prosumers, around $2,000 will get you a very good drone that can do a lot of what you need: 4K video, return to home, sense and avoid. And when you're learning to fly, I like to go with a $30 drone from Amazon because they crash and you can fix them, and if they break, it's $30. But also the flight skills on those tiny drones transfer over to the larger ones. And I always tell the students, if you can fly the small one, by the time you get to the big one, you're gonna be like, oh wow, this is fantastically easy.
This year with Drone Camp, we're also doing robots, smart car build that is sponsored by Enbridge. We have that in a different section we're doing today. They're building a car, a robotics car. It looks really complicated to me, but the kids are flying through it. We were just trying to think of events to bring people from outside of the community to come and see how awesome Tioga is. And it was an absolute hit.
Drones are going to be a part of the future, at least robots, I know. Someone said that they might have robots in our blood at some point.
It's pretty fun. I'm learning how to make different things. Next year I'm going to come back to try to build a drone.
It's cutting edge. I mean, this is the upcoming thing for everything, just about, it seems like. So I would say jump in there and get her done.
Not fly it around people, windows, and objects.
You have to ask your mom if you could fly it, at least with me. But one of the actual rules is be respectful flying it. Don't fly it over people's heads.
Always wear safety glasses when you fly it. So then if a propeller flies up and doesn't hit you in the eyes, make sure there's nobody around you when you're flying it and don't run into trees.
And make sure you should have somebody to keep an eye on the drone while you're flying it.
Make sure you know where you're flying your drone, and make sure if you're flying a drone around people, make sure they know that you're flying it.
That this one can hover, and that you're not supposed to fly it over people. I didn't know that. Or take pictures by people.
I think it's very educational, and there's a lot that my daughter can learn about drones and the safety and flying them.
Safety is number one with an L, so making sure that as we have this generation of people who are growing up with drones, and it's the norm, and so making sure that they're getting the same pilot mindset early on, as well as giving them just kind of a healthy dose of STEM education.
I think it's a fantastic opportunity for young people especially to learn about what's going on around the world that they live in, and how they can use this in their future. As one of the individuals that was teaching said, that you can use it in virtually every opportunity of education, every opportunity of business, every opportunity of work. Doesn't matter whether you're an electrician or a doctor. You can use the concept of a drone for all kinds of aspects.
This is a viable option through college to a career, whether they know it or not. I think their parents understand that this is a very unique and fun thing.
Drones are a rapidly emerging technology. They're going to be in use more and more through all kinds of industries in the future, so it's great to get a head start learning about it.
From my background as a teacher, I think getting them exposure and having them be able to have hands-on activities, whether it's drones or it's the solar cars or anything like that, just giving them the opportunity to create something and say, okay, this is interesting to me. That is a lifelong thing that they'll carry with them. Whether or not they go into a STEM field, they carry it with them.
This is the thing to do, because they got, it's ag is all over here for precision spraying, and I see it out there. I didn't think about the wind technology, but they do inspections for all that stuff. And the other thing was the pipelines. They have to be inspected and either flown, walked, or driven every week or 2 weeks or something like that. So it's huge deal. And so this is the place to be. So
Having a Part 107 license, there are a lot of companies that are now adding drone operations, not as a specific job title, but like we did, to a technician's job. And they might provide training, but if you have somebody, that could be the difference between a candidate. If they're already Part 107 licensed, or at least have experience with it, you may be interested in going with that candidate, even if everything else were the same.
It gives them a great new opportunity to see what might take place in their future, because they're young enough that they're very impressionable, so they're going to try to learn what's going on and how they can probably apply it down the road.
Definitely has helped in growth and reputation. I would mostly say reputation, because it's mostly an industry town. And now with this new community center and all of these new events that are popping up all over, it's bringing people from other states, other cities, and they're getting a good grasp of what Tioga has to offer now.
We've always been a very transient city in the past, and we've changed now. We've said we want, when that oil worker comes here, we want to make sure that they bring their family. This is a great place. Their children will have a great education. Their children will have a fun, safe place to go and have activities. And so those are the type of things that we are changing. And that's where we're at right now. We're creating those type of places for families to come here and say, yes, this is a nice place to stay.
Tioga makes it really special for this community, and I think the communities all around, to try to get these kids that are in a rural community to be involved in what's going on around the world.
I have 2 sons and a daughter, and then I brought 3 more kids.
He actually learned about drone camp from his grandparents, and they called us up when we lived out in California and said, hey, Cage is going to be coming up to the farm for the summer. He's going to work, but he's going to be attending drone camp, and it's going to be a blast. And we ended up moving back to Bismarck. Cage reminded me last summer that, Mom, I will be going to drone camp this summer again. He brought 2 boys with him, and then 2 other additional boys came up with their parents. All of the boys have already said next year we're going, even though they're just several hours into camp.
I'm from Williston. I heard about the drone camp from Facebook.
I heard about this drone camp through my grandma from a friend of hers.
My mom found it online and thought it would be fun.
So our grandkids are here. We're originally from Williston. I'm actually from Billings, Montana, so I'm here visiting. It's my granddaughter's birthday, so this is a great thing to have.
I'm very surprised about how many parents stick around with the drone camp, and they're like, why don't they do this for adults? And especially with the smart car build, they're like, they need to have a class like this for adults. So the adults are even saying, hey, I want a drone class too. And I tell them, well, you got to take a 107 class, and that's your drone class. And
just sitting there and just kind of listening, and I've already jotted down all the websites for myself so I can go check out all the rules and all of the different regulations, and of course I'm going to have to get one to fly with them.
But I would probably try it. I used to be a little bit into the remote airplane stuff, so not really good at it, but I have the equipment stuff. It'd probably even translate to this.
I've always been interested in flying, and I've loved to learn how to fly.
the feedback I've received has been nothing but good things. Lots of compliments from parents, lots of thank yous, and the kids just love it. They're having a blast.
I really like it. It's really fun, and some of my friends are here, which makes it even better. Yeah, I like flying them, and I think they're really cool how they work. I get a free drone. I want to do it next year.
And I've been here for 2 years. all the fun in learning about drones, and you get a free drone.
Yeah, this is something I would do again. Probably fly it, then maybe fly, like, look at some things around my grandma's house. Being able to look at everything from high up and not having to walk all around to look at stuff.
We are gonna fly it in the, I would say, backyard of our place.
Fly it and take photos really high in the air. Flying them, they're just fun, fast.
Economic development is real big here. As you could see, Drone Camp has been a huge success. This is the third year we are doing this. Dennis Lindahl has been a great instrument in bringing people here and showing North Dakota that we care about our families. We want to develop something that is different, that will bring people and that will show them our little town.
I think it reaches all throughout the community. I mean, small communities, you know, the word gets around, and the fact that this is the only certified STEM drone program in the entire country is unique, but it's also fantastic and really, I think, puts Tioga on the map as a technology center and a STEM center for the future.
And witness the drone camp for kids and the robotics camp for kids. It's really hands-on, and I promise you will love it.